My name is Joshua Dardoch. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Pennsylvania. Growing up in middle school, my dad was really big into sports, so I played football until freshman year, and then after freshman year I ran track. I got into league primarily from my brother. I used to spend a lot of time watching just him play games because I didn't have a computer of my own. And he played a lot of RuneScape, and then RuneScape's community transitioned to League of Legends because like some patch made a lot of RuneScape players upset, and he followed most of the RuneScape players to League. And then when I saw enough of him playing League of Legends, I got like a laptop for Christmas, and I just downloaded it and started playing a ton. We went through like a lot of family stuff, me and my brother and my parents. We just went through like a lot of dumb stuff, and I mean, a backlash of it was me and my brother got really depressed, and I mean, that I just played a lot of League to kind of like escape the reality of just like my home life not being so good. After I learned more about competitive League and started scrimming against like with my first team, I realized like I'm pretty bad, but most of these people are also pretty bad, so I could catch up really easily. I was a Lee Sin Rengar two-trick pony, like just trying to play competitively, and I'm just dropping everything I learned from solo queue and just dropping my whole play style, playing like full tank Rengar, full tank Lee, and just like being completely worthless to my team, but just doing it because I thought like, hey, I'm a jungler, like it's my role to be a tank. Yeah, I was pretty bad and pretty dumb back then.
Dardoch Rengar, everybody quick, sit at your fucking inhibitor.
Pussies, dude.
I felt like safer joining TLA because it's like a more known org, so like they'll be less obligated to like screw the players over. And I knew, like from what I've heard about Big Steve, like he cares a lot about the players and stuff, at least from what Dom told me. Playing, like after I landed in LA for the first time, on the way back to the house, I was driving with Big Steve. He told me like, yeah, like your Dom's like heir to the jungle, like throne or whatever. Like we have you on the team to sort of like build you up to being like this new rookie in the scene that's like actually good at jungle. So yeah, I knew my like long term I was gonna replace Dom, but I didn't realize it would come so fast. I thought I was gonna play like a split or two in Challenger. I wouldn't say overwhelmed, but I was not. I mean, I knew like obviously that's like the case. Like Dom's pretty old for an esports player. Like he has been playing a really long time. I'm sure they want somebody to replace him. And I mean, if they can find like a talented, really young player like me, well, I wasn't really talented at the time, I'll be honest, but if they could find a younger player to sort of like groom into being an LCS level player, I'm pretty sure they would do it. And yeah, I mean, Dom had told me beforehand like what the deal was, and then Steve just, you know, like put it into words.
Okay, now to talk about what I wanted to focus on for this vlog. Toxicity is, it's been something I've struggled with during my time playing anything competitive, not necessarily just League of Legends. I'm like a natural
before, I mean, I'm not obviously not saying that now that I'm on TL, but like before I was so fucking just out of it. Like I had no idea like what my actions would cause. Like I'd been playing I've been permabanned way before I was like high elo and toxic, because I was toxic. Like I just called people bad, AFKs, shit like that. Like there's like a screenshot of me saying like someone's doing bad, like I'm doing badly in the game, and someone called me out. I'm like, I'm going AFK, like fuck off. I wouldn't say it's like correlated between like my time at home and me being toxic. I think my reason of being toxic is just like my family. Like my parents are pretty like straightforward people. Like if you do something dumb on the street, like my mom would be like, flip them off. But it's like my parents are pretty real people. Like they don't come from like such a good place, where they come from like a more ghetto surrounding. So they're more quick to like, you know, like people in like more like poor like areas of the world, like they're more quick to just act on like feel emotions and just like fight people if they get upset or something. Whereas like I was like sort of raised that way, and then like all my frustration growing up or like all my habits growing up from like watching my parents, like in competitive areas, like my brain just reacted like in football. If someone made me upset, like I could just like smack their helmet or something or like push them over. But like I can't do that in league, so I just flame them.
Am I a bad boy? No, he's a bad boy. I think I've tried to do his eyelashes, but that just doesn't work. He just opinionates on whatever he wants. I've tried to like little him down, I guess, in terms of that, but he just does what he wants. I'm like, all right, whatever, man, do what you want. I don't really care. And then that's how our conversations go. Yeah, I think he brings out the bad in me, if you say, but I can't really bring out the good in him because he just does what he wants. Our personalities definitely aren't like, they're nowhere near the same. He's like, he grew up in a way different environment than I did, so like just growing up, it's just like our personalities like are made not to mesh, but overall we just get along because we have like the same goals in mind and we just like love the game. So, and we also can just like talk about things like, just like, because we're both 17, we talk about like girls and stuff.
Like I was always like a pretty closed off person emotionally. Like I don't show too much emotion. Like even nowadays, like I don't show too much. Like I don't pop off when we get ahead. Like the only emotion I'm really comfortable showing to the public is like that I'm upset. Like if we get shit on, like I'm obviously gonna be like held down and stuff. But yeah, I'm just not like an expressive person. I'm expressive, but not like publicly expressive, I guess.
Yeah, why don't you wear like sports shoes when we go work out? I don't own sports shoes. Let's go buy some. So moving on then. No, Adidas shoes are nice shoes. Those are really nice. I'm not. I'll pay for half of your shoes if you come with me. Pass on them. Just come, let me fucking buy you nice shoes so you can wear fucking something decent whenever we go work out instead of Vans. I'm fucking, oh my god, I'm...
Don't get stressed, guys. Don't get. Yo, calm down, guys.
I want to buy him shoes so he can work, his feet doesn't hurt. And
Stress.
I'm trying to be a nice person.
What is that, guys?
I'm trying to be a nice person, buy him shoes.
I try to convince him for so many things, never works.
It's not like I'm telling him to like go do something he won't like. I'm like, let me buy you nice stuff, and he's like, go fuck yourself.
No. Don't get stressed, guys. Dardoch always say in HTC, don't get stressed, guys. Don't stress, guys.
Close fight.
In terms of like convincing him, I don't think he's like easy to convince at all. I like can't even really convince him in some ways. So, like the best, there's like no way to actually convince him. You just gotta like let him do what he wants, and like for him to want to do something, it has to just like come naturally to him. It's like he's not gonna, if someone like forces him to do it, there's no way he want to do it. So
we scrimmed CLG before they went to IEM, and because we canceled on blocks before with them, we gave them perfect draft. Like we gave them everything they expected to play against SKT, which was their first game. So like most of us were on champions we never played before, or we don't play much, and we just beat them really, really convincingly. We were giving them OP champs like NID and stuff. So we, like, as a team, we were confident going in because we knew like how strong we were comparatively to CLG if we played like our normal game. But I mean, yeah, we're obviously the underdogs like going in because they just went like and got international experience after beating like the two other best teams in NA. I mean, our immediate reaction when they picked Yasuo was like we like celebrated. Like, we were like, woo, yeah! Like it's a comfort pick for Darshan. Like his Yasuo's really good. I'll be honest. Like Darshan's really good, but I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I don't remember the draft perfectly. I'm not sure what they could have picked in place of it, but in general, Yasuo I don't think does too well against that. Like against naught. Like later on, it just feels like he's just gonna get ran over, which is, I mean, what happened.
What did you say? Go. What had to happen? Oh, the hit out. If Smithy tries to get in, he hits the wall though. Is he close enough? They're actually holding off on the hit on Baron. If Smithy gets taken down, now they can focus it. Now they can take it down. What communication from Liquid on the Baron attempt, and they may just take a magical journey. That was interesting.
Oh my god, I'm so happy we're doing it. We win, we win, we win.
With the kickback. Holo wants to kill him, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Flash ulti already in Darshan. Look at this damage. The Sunfire Cape as well, tearing through Darshan. And this is going to be a dead Darshan. That is Yasuo going down in an attempt for a split push.
Team Liquid actually going for a fight here.
Oh, Stixay gets kicked into the fight. Depth charge is still on him. It will find him, and the team is trying to get back to that position. A nice double distortion coming in from Huhi, but he missed the first one because the Bard ultimate was saving the health bars of his opponents. That's the cleanup kill from Liquid. They do the janitorial duty right and sweep up the rest of Counter Logic Gaming. It's going to be Nexus turrets in their eyes, and what a game. 36 minutes in, a much needed win for the 7-7 middle of the pack team. Team Liquid, eyes on the Nexus, and Liquid is going to take down Counter Logic Gaming.
Raise your kid, raise your kid, raise your kid, raise your kid. Oh, feels so good.
So we've actually been talking to Vantage eSports, their eSports division. Vantage is actually a data analytics company that's been around for the NBA, and it's actually really popular. It's a really widely known topic in the NBA. Charles Barkley talks about it all the time, and how they don't need analytics, but a lot of the up-and-comers and a lot of the NBA pros do appreciate analytics and what it does to their game. And we've been exploring options for League of Legends into that, and since we have me and Loco, and especially Loco, who's really good at thinking about big picture stuff, so he can use stats well and he can think about how to use stats well, we're looking to incorporate that into what we're gonna do for prep.
Our preparation for the week was more centric towards CLG, them being the stronger team on, like just in general, like we thought CLG was the stronger team. So I guess there's an aspect of us getting complacent or taking one team more seriously than the other.
Loco and I, we're in the philosophy and the mindset of to prep for every single team and prep well for every single team. What did happen was the day that we messed up our scheduling and the day that we couldn't get the pre-game prep time and it wasn't just done properly, happened to be against NRG. But I can't think of another instance where that we didn't have good enough prep for any team, a top tier team or a bottom tier team. I just think it was recency bias, and because in Dardoch's eyes, NRG is not like a top 3 team, he just thought we don't prepare well for bottom tier teams and we don't put enough effort into it.
But there's also an aspect of like Loco messed up the day of and thought the shuttle time was our wake up time, so we woke up 10 minutes before shuttle. So we didn't have our normal like 1 hour pregame of discussing pick and ban and stuff.
So the shuttle comes at 11:30 and Loco always says 10:30 for shuttle. Yeah. So 1 hour before the shuttle comes, but he actually accidentally said 11:30 for shuttle. So you know how we do our 22K scenario? Yeah. I know we do change picks on game day, and we do discuss what happens if they ban 2 top laners and pick one. And then we would usually be like, no, we have to pick the top laner here. But we weren't able to do that day. And then they actually did that, and we had no top laners for Lolo to play except for Lulu top.
Liquid with only 3 playoff spots left up for grabs. This is an essential game for these teams who are separated by only 1 win. Now, both teams aren't
used the trade either way. There's not exactly a way for this duo of energy to get onto the Lucian in any meaningful sense, so.
Moon's trying to pay back that early pull.
The flash route onto Lorlo, who's now got nowhere to go. Moon says hello, and now he's trying to get the kill. Chasing in for the auto attacks. Red buff is on, says Lorlo gets him. Lorlo, though, realizing that he is alone on this side of the map, trying to dodge Cocoon, and he keeps waiting and finally dodges it. 4 jukes later, GBM shows up and says, you are so very dead. Death mark not required. Power play coming in, the flash ulti in onto Phoenix, no death mark available. Piglet juking away, Anchor's not gonna land, but the Cocoon sure will. Moon getting every kill for his team, 2-0-1. That's twice in a row he's landed a clutch Cocoon. Fate's call comes in for the Trundle onto the Piglet. He's running for his life. He can't quite die. And Exhaust on the Moon repels to stay alive. He's playing this one quite nicely. Altec back in, puts plenty of damage through. GBM! Oh my God! It's a double! He can't quite get the third, but that was absolutely huge for Energy.
Running over, but this Baron may be going down in time. I'm really surprised GBM didn't finish that split push.
Energy's already taken plenty of steals this season. Elise has died, and Moon is a superhero. GBM with the shutdown. He wants more. Can he find another kill? It's already 1-for-1 with Baron to energy, and that was catastrophic as now Phoenix is dead next, and that is in the sights. There's the anchor. Here's the damage. A triple kill for GBM, and the hopes of Liquid have just shattered. Turrets going down. Energy, just when they looked their worst, come in and slaughter Liquid to take down a game and get the records back to tied.
I mean, I got upset because Loco is kind of like, he always yells at me for like fighting both sides of the argument, but he is telling us to not do something while also being an example of like why doing that thing is wrong. Whereas he'll be like, in one of the first weeks where we played, I think, it was Energy Tip, and we beat Energy pretty convincingly, and then the next day we played Tip, and he said, like, it happens a lot when you play strong team first and weak team second, like, you take the second game less seriously, and then he just did it himself. I guess, like, somehow you mix up the shuttle time and the normal time, and then he didn't call people back to the room so we could do prep, and he missed some stuff in pick ban, which, I mean, we all missed some stuff in pick ban, like, it's a group thing, so I can't blame Loco for that, but yeah, he wasn't, it just on, like, from my point of view, it didn't look like he was taking energy as seriously as CLG, so I got really upset.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I feel like that 5-10 minute break makes you guys rational enough to talk.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, what do you mean it doesn't matter?
I mean, nothing that happened in game doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. We went into the game with a fucking 90-10 chance to win. Like, they're 90, we're 10 because of how fucking bad our preparation was.
Okay.
If that shit should never fucking happen.
I agree.
You talk about that shit all the time with like taking, like, even though we played the better team first and won, we don't take the second team like less seriously, and you just fucking did.
I agree, I fucked up.
That's all.
Okay.
I think team bonding in like any team environment is definitely really important because, especially in League now, teamwork is like way more than it was back in like prior seasons. So yeah, just being able to like mesh with your team, just being on the same page is definitely like really good this season. And just like hanging out with them, doing like stuff outside of the game is just, yeah, it's just really nice to have.
Please. No.
Me, Fabi, and Zay. We're fine.
We turned on each other the whole game. Why?
Fabi vetoed all my votes when he put success on all the missions. Because like, he literally put success like this. And I was like, what the hell? This guy's not a spy? Wait, why did you win?
Wait, so resistance won.
Best sex, best Brazil, best. You know, when I was on Fiji, I killed Shy one-on-one in practice.
Yeah, I fucking killed Shy like 5 times.
I thought you were saying that. I'm like, I never heard that one before.
I'm done. Shy always fucking excuse. You know? Oh, he's my first game at Vladimir, I 5v1. We don't need to hear Loco saying. I just watch GBM montage and Loco just dying. And he should talk with teammate. Teammate fucking idea. There are 4. Error has 5 men, right? 4 men hate Loco.
Shit.
Alright.
Yeah, so going into next week, we definitely don't want to make the same mistakes. So even Monday, we like started review and prep, and then we just went over Dignit's strengths and weaknesses, C9 strengths and weaknesses, and then even we reviewed it Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday like we usually do. So we actually had 2 more days of like prep on the teams, and then yeah, we just made sure we had everything solidified when we went into this week.
you saw it, and I don't think it's any secret to reveal that we banned out 3 junglers and made them either first pick Elise so that we would get a great trade in Corki and Poppy, and we would just instant win, or they have to first pick something and we would take away his Elise, and then he had to pick Udyr, and he looked super uncomfortable on it, and we had a great plan going into that Dignits last week.
He's been playing that momentum. Hiray's actually going to be off to the wing on the left side here. TP is going to come in, which will help from Lorlo. Remember, Billy Bosses is down. That may be the majority of this play. That's going to be a kill going in front of Matt. They've traded one for Piglet. Piglet still getting shots in. Another TP now coming in. And it looks like they will be safe. Apollo does get taken down.
Just end the game. We have minions mid. Hit the turret.
I can send them home.
They're package.
I send Udyr home.
Piglet needs help. Piglet needs help.
It's fine, it's fine. And they're really not even taking damage at this point. So many shields,
I got Corki.
pop-ups, knockbacks, everything that they need
to keep this
I'm
dead.
They are going to lose Dardoch.
Piglet
goes down as well.
Fuck. Kill it. You guys can end game, man. You have Lichman, Lulu. Good job, guys. Kill him, boys.
XPK!
End the game! Oh. XPK, Sam, this is you. This is you, buddy. I believe in you. Oh, it's Matt's turn. Oh, shit. It's Matt's turn.
Oh, shit.
Matt.
Please.
Oh,
God.
Oh, fuck.
I missed my nada. So fucking bad.
Fine, guys.
Yo, guys, I have TP in place.
Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Art and Center, boys.
The comeback was not to be. Phoenix.
Me? No, he's talking to me. I'm not the one that triggers.
You are.
No, not to the point of where
you are
just...
the trigger.
No, no, never.
Let them.
The point of no return. Coco.
You're dumbs. Three Z's.
I think we're peaking at a really good time right now, and being involved in sports for so long, I know that teams can just find good form and peak at the right times. It's happened over and over in sports, and with the meta and with how champion pool options opened up for all our carries and even Lorlo and even our support, just the meta is really good for us, and we're confident going into any matchup as long as the prep is done well.
I think in general for our team, just like clicking, it's just like everyone, like the mindset thing with Weldon has like been a big part, but also just like everyone actually accepting what we wanted and just like wanting, like I think everyone just wanted to do the best in playoffs since it's coming up so soon. So everyone put in extra work, everyone like did extra prep, even like the coaching staff did extra prep, and everyone just put like 150% in like this last week. And some weeks we were slacking on it, and other weeks we like actually wanted to improve and be the best we can. And like, at these last 2 weeks we had definitely put in all the work we could.
First round bye and going to Vegas.
Hitting rush.
Run Alistar.
Arista. Nice.
Go Alistar. Keep going forward.
It's on Piglet, it's on Piglet, it's on Piglet.
Going top kill.
Kill and back, okay? Kill and back.
Kill him back. Get turret. We're fine, we can kill him.
I'm gonna risk recall ult back.
Okay.
I
can look for Azir.
Pushing down the Baron. They do have the Azir damage that may be able to finalize it. Rush gets the smite in. Does the ensuing fight cost Cloud9 too much though? And they're on to Sneaky. That's going to be a dead Jhin as he gets popped straight up. Jensen looking for the power back. The Howling Gale puts him down. And now he's going to have Banshees howling after him as he falls in the Baron pit. Doing what he can to buy some time. The team does get away with Baron, so that will help get some lanes adjusted.
It's on me. I'm fine. I can E away. Lee.
We're on lane.
Jensen's coming in. I blocked him.
On Jensen.
Hit two away.
Hit Jensen.
We're going to have to get back into this one.
He flashed. Keep chasing. Keep chasing.
I can go through this portal. I can go through on Jhin. I'm going on Jhin.
No flash.
On Jhin.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go, baby. The Rek'Sai.
And they are on to the Nexus. Liquid playing a very convincing game against the second place Cloud9 team and Team Liquid as they take their time taking down the Nexus. They will finally do it. 32-59 on the clock.
I mean, we knew we were pretty good going in. Like, we weren't sure like how good we were compared to like the top 3 teams because we hadn't played all of them yet. Like, we played Immortals, I think like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was like before we got really good. But we'd only played CLG, and we weren't like sure if it was like an off day or something, or we were just really good. And then after we pretty convincingly beat C9, we were like, okay, maybe we are pretty good.
I think we as a coaching staff did a really good job of prepping them for the day, telling them exactly what the scenarios could be. Hey, if we win this game, whether we win or lose that game, we actually had to see the TSM Energy results because we could have a tie break whether we win or lose. So we made sure they knew, we made sure we gave them free time, let them relax a bit, and then when the TSM Energy game came on, we watched it as a group of 5, and we were trying to garner the right mindset for that game.
Can you hear me? How am I supposed to keep a mentality? I don't feel like TSM when you're over there signing. Those fucking morons! Holy shit! Fuck it! Fuck it! You guys are fucking bad. Yeah! You don't play that, though. Fuck you.
I think I'm relieved of the 4th spot. It makes like the community, I guess, bash us like in a friendly way or some sort. It's just fun to like Liquid's 4th again. I kind of enjoy that, but personally for myself, getting 4th over like 5th or 6th is just like another, I guess, little milestone again, like seeding. But yeah, overall it's just like a good morale boost going into playoffs, just being a higher seed than last, I guess.
I hate being a part of a meme like that, but you know, you can't deny it. Like, we showed up at the end, we got that 4th, baby, let's go.
I think going into scrims these next 2 weeks, because we have 2 weeks to prep this next 2 weeks, and yeah, we're definitely just going to focus on like the best of 5 scenarios because it's like the format for playoffs. So yeah, personally for myself, I haven't done any best of 5s because it's like my first split, and Challenger was all best of 3s. So I think there might have been one best of 5 or something, but going into these next 2 weeks, we're probably just going to focus on best of 5s and make sure we get it down and just adapt going into playoffs.
Will this be the year that Liquid finally goes to Worlds?
Hell yeah. I'm going to Worlds, dude.